Hey everyone, this is Nick with AkuShaper, and today I'm going to walk through a tutorial on how to fix acute angles, bad points check, and anytime you're getting kicked out of the bay or getting warning messages. I'm going to go through and just kind of touch on some of the points about why that might be happening and how you would go about correcting that. So generally what happens is when you're getting kicked out of the bay or you have acute angles, you have two control points that are essentially sitting over the top of each other. So as you can see, that red point here in the center was hidden prior to moving this blue control point down. So that's what's going to create an acute angle or give you an issue. So there's a couple ways to go about fixing that. We've got the manual way here where I'm just finding where that point is crossing over the other, and what I'm going to do is just move it away from that point. So as you can see, I just pulled that away from that control point, bumped it back up, and now we're good to go on this one. So again, this one's sitting on top of this slice here, so we just want to go ahead and move those control points away from each other. Give it some space here. And same with this one, is this was over that blue control point, so we want to just get it here nice and center. So that should have corrected it there. Maybe we'll go through and just make sure there's none on the top and bottom. So on this design, as you can see, let's go ahead and, so I've got this red control point going over my yellow control point here. So what I'm going to want to do is just have those not going over the top of each other, and that should correct the issue there. The other option you have here, if you're having issues getting into the bay, is we have an auto bad points check tool, and that's in the slices tab, slices, bad points check. And what this tool does is it looks for those acute angles or those points being over the top of each other, and it does an auto correct for you. So when you open that up, you'll get this message here. And if you have acute angles, it'll display that, and the program will ask you if you'd like to have it fix it or not. So we'll go ahead and hit yes. And as you saw there, it just made a small adjustment to kind of get rid of that acute angle. And we'll do it one more time just to make sure it got rid of everything. So cool. So if you don't have any anymore, you'll get this message that says you're all good. And let's go ahead and see how this thing came out. So perfect. So just to reverse engineer that, if I were to go in and put these points back over the top of each other, I'm just using the back button to get it back where it originally was. I'll leave that for now. You might get a message like this, and that's essentially what that's saying, is that those points are over the top of each other. And so we need to just go ahead and make sure we fix that. Go to all of our slices, pull those points apart from each other, make sure they're not overlapping. And we can go ahead and do a bad points check one more time. So looks all good there. We'll just shoot back to the bay, and problem solved. Cool. So this can get a little complicated. If you ever have a file that's really giving you some trouble, go ahead and just email it over to us, and somebody from our team here will be happy to jump in there and take a look at it for you. Cool. All right. Thanks, everyone.